The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ready, set, 53, check 53. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got room. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think this. Discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's been a long day for you.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Rock 32 and 3.
They run the counter. It's Sims, and he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still one up. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
McNair. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair steps away to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's
Alpha. Jack, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
36.
Foxtrot. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson.
Watch the pass.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Topper, Topper. We're at 7, let's go. 7, go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
McNair to throw. Gates with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Push him back. Mike 56. Mike.
Throwing on third and long. McNair. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Gates, the intended receiver there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now it's Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Watch the shift. Blue dot Quarkers. Blue dot Quarkers. Shelter. Ready, go.
Second and 2. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the drive begins here with Sims. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
56, right there, 56.
Watch the slant.
Geis with a carry on second down. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, McNair. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 56 to Mike, boys.
From the gun, here's McNair. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Mike 56. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
On second down, McNair. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Oh, try. Slip. To the roll. West. Go. Under 10. 10.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Scene 6. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Recon, 132 fight. Charlie.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, let's get up. Ready.
They'll look to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Sims. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check 4.
You better be afraid of me. Hustle. Be afraid of me. Let it go.
Now McNair. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch the run.
On first down, Sims. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now McNair. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch out. Rush in. Go.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. a Washington touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Operating from the gun, McNair into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
We got to step it up.
They're going to look to throw. Now he lets it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a carry for Pirine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McNair eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, McNair. That'll be caught by Rice. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Dancing to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. the gun on third down. McNair over the middle, complete. It's Payne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Second and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give, right side. Sims. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. To throw on third down. McNair being chased out left. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually...
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get the ball.
Check, crunch. Get the ball. Match, watch. Right. Back. Force.
On 1st and 10, McNair. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.